The DHL Hub Leipzig Halle, Europe's most modern air freight logistics centre. Growth symbol of the DHL label and an important employment motor for the central German region. The world's markets are moving closer together. Quick and efficient transport routes are therefore becoming increasingly important. This is why, in 2008, DHL opened up a new air freight logistics centre at the Leipzig Halle airport, linking Europe with the major markets of the world in America and Asia. The freight centre includes a network of 120,000 addresses in more than 220 countries and regions of the world. Within the shortest time possible, one of the world's largest air freight transshipment centres was established in the heart of Europe, in central Germany, on an area of 2 million square metres. Up to 60 aircraft from around the world start and land here every day. Every night, more than 1,500 tonnes of freight are handled here. The current flight schedule lists destinations as far away as Bahrain, Delhi, London, New York, Paris and Singapore. Every night, thousands of consignments arrive at the DHL Hub Leipzig. A fully automatic system controlling the parking positions means that a manual guidance of the aircraft by ramp marshals is no longer required. The apron, covering an area of more than 500,000 square metres, offers space for up to 60 individual parking positions for the aircraft. It's divided into sections ranging from Alpha to Echo. As soon as the aircraft has come to a standstill, the staff working on the apron area begin to unload the aircraft using high loaders, a kind of mobile lifting platform. Just a short time later, the aircraft will have been loaded with a new freight, after which they will rise up again into the night sky. The loading team consists of ramp agents and operative staff who supervise the freight from the aircraft to the warehouse. They have all been trained in the logistics field. The containers are transported to the warehouse from the aircraft by tow trucks and trailers on so-called tugs with dollies. Each night, more than 1,500 tonnes of freight are handled here. The containers are moved over special roll decks into the 48,000 square metre large hall, where the consignments are sorted. The hall is the size of 7 football fields. Up to 700 people work in the warehouse each shift, unloading and reloading the containers. Empty freight containers, or containers which cannot be forwarded immediately, especially on the weekends, can be temporarily stored in the ULD stacker. The containers are stored by destination or type and are placed in position by remote control cranes. The excellent air, rail and road links are a special advantage of the location of the DHL Hub Leipzig. These offer the best conditions for quick transport. Located at the Berlin-Munich and Dresden-Hanover highway junction, the airport site still offers enough space for other companies to establish themselves. In 2008, DHL started with 2,000 employees at its Leipzig Halle site. By July 2011, the number rose to 3,000 employees, of which 75 are apprentices. Europe's largest air logistics centre offers more than just secure jobs. Staff are also given job tickets for use on public transport. These tickets can be used not only for commuting to work, but also during their spare time. The timetables have been set to match the shift times. This makes it easier to change lines, allowing staff to commute to work more economically and with a minimum of stress, as well as without polluting the environment by using their cars. Whether through the use of alternative drive technology, a climate-friendly mail forwarding service, or solar energy. As the world's leading logistics company, the Deutsche Post DHL is facing up to its environmental responsibility like no other company in the industry. This includes the DHL site at Leipzig Halle, the use of combined power and heat generation, solar energy and rainwater treatment turns the hub into a real showpiece. The freight logistics centre and the adjacent hangar are heated using a block-type thermal power plant, which is operated by natural gas and produces 9 million kilowatt-hours of power a year for the power consumed by the hub. The heat is used to heat the operating buildings. In the summer, the thermal energy is used to cool the storage rooms using thermally operated refrigerating machines. Another element of the ecological concept is the use of rainwater. Each year, approximately 3,000 cubic meters of rainwater are collected in large cisterns. DHL uses the water as service water. For some time now, DHL has implemented the environmentally friendly Boeing 757Fs. The newest models, the B777F and the B767F, are two of the most energy-efficient aircraft of its class. Aerologic GmbH, a joint air freight carrier of DHL Express and Lufthansa Cargo, predominantly use the modern Boeing B777F for their long-haul flights to the USA and Asia, thereby saving 30% kerosene consumption over the forerunner model, the MD-11. During the next few years, approximately 90% of the DHL fleet will be upgraded. By mid-2013, DHL plans to upgrade 18 aircraft to type Airbus at the Leipzig Halle site. The new A300-600 distinctly consume less fuel than their predecessors and can transport larger amounts of freight. The modernization of the aircraft fleet will also help towards achieving the group's goal of improving the CO2 efficiency by 30% by the year 2020. The hub also has a tank station with a capacity of 11 million litres of kerosene. The tank station is refuelled with the help of tank wagons. From here, the fuel is filled into 3 large tanks, holding 3,800 cubic metres each. The hub Leipzig Halle has its own hangar for the regular maintenance of the DHL aircraft. The hangar, with a height of 30 metres and a length of 232 metres, can hold 2 A380 aircraft standing side by side. This is where the air freighters undergo regular, thorough inspections. More than 200 technicians and aircraft mechanics carry out the inspections and maintenance work on the aircraft. On the weekends, they carry out the more extensive service interval maintenance work. The machines are checked to comply with government regulations. The engines and the undercarriage are maintained in the hangar. The freight rooms of all the aircraft are thoroughly cleaned. After landing and before starting, each aircraft spends at least 2 to 2.5 hours on the ground. Some machines even spend up to 4 to 6 hours on the ground. During this time, the tyres are changed, the brake systems checked, fluids refilled and small repair work carried out. On 6 nights a week, up to 130 aircraft mechanics are deployed on the runway. To ensure a continued supply of highly committed and motivated people in the future, DHL is focusing on qualifying young staff. With the perspective of receiving top quality training and a career opportunity in an international environment, the young people in the area are motivated to stay in the region. For this reason, DHL has constructed a training workshop where the apprentices are qualified especially for the jobs at the air freight hub. Through a combination of well-trained and motivated employees, an optimal infrastructure and regional support, this location has proven to be a real benefit for both the region and for the customers of DHL throughout the world.